Yo, what's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing this fine afternoon? Oh, I hope y'all ready for some of the best movie DBZ action you've ever seen. AKA Broccoli Brawly, Bruka Rocker Broccoli Brawly. You may remember Broly as being the legendary Super Saiyan. I personally remember him as being a swamp monster. What we're going to do today actually is, I have all the characters that you can get from this, and we're going to try them out during the story so we can kind of see if they're actually worth a damn or not. So, without further ado, let's go. Oh, they made Bio Broly the tech god. That may be one of the trolliest things this game has ever done to anybody ever. Let's find a decent lead for this, though. There we go. I'm gonna roll with a Mass Saiyan lead so we can try out. What I put in the first team is we got the new Tech Trunks, the new Ent Goten, the Evolved Bio Broly, the Unevolved 18, and the LR SSR Hercule. He doesn't really have much to do with this fight at all, but I want to see what he does, so without further ado, let's go. We won E3 and why isn't Nintendo? Probably because of Metroid Prime 4. I'd be a little more ecstatic with Nintendo if they actually showed some gameplay of Metroid Prime 4 rather than, hey look, here's the title screen, because that means I could see it sometime in 2020 for all I know. So, does anybody actually remember the events of Bio Broly? Because I don't know why we're fighting Hercule to start with, but I guess there's a reason for that. The first fight is against an R Hercule. Okay. So we're starting it off strong, similar to the movie. Now, feel free to correct me on this, because I don't know which Goten and Trunks do this. It's either these ones or the new Dokkans of the previous ones, but they actually increase your super attack, or not your super attack, your attack across the board by 20%. So if you use both of them on a similar team, you can have pretty much your whole party doing an additional 40% damage if you do it right. Wow, great start, Hercule, great start. So it gives us a free drop, which I'm imagining this drop is going to be Krillin. I'm pretty sure Krillin and Monster Broly are both farmable here. 1800 Hermon. Okay. It's like, so why did we fight Hercule again? So this, almost without a doubt, will be Krillin. I lied. It's a bronze Hercule statue. I kind of forget that those actually count as characters, so I just got tricked hard. Well, see, that's the thing with this game, is if they don't know an attack that gives one, they give everybody the Kamehameha. So this is probably the money farm stage, then. I probably won't redo this, but there's a good chance if you go back and do this, you could probably have a chance at more Hercule statues, because typically these events always evolve like some sort of money farm stage, and the first one tends to be that one. You know, one thing too, does anybody else actually like how nice that new LR Hercule looks? Like, it's so peaceful looking. It's got Boo, it's got B, it's got Hercule. It's such a happy looking card. There's nobody yelling or screaming in it. It's just a good card to have all around. Yeah, that may be how it goes, who knows. I'm gonna say, I can't even tell you the last time I've seen Bio Broly. In fact, when I watched this movie, I remember only liking it because it had Android 18 in it. And Jope, I know what you're talking about, but that's actually not always the case. Typically, the money stage nowadays is the last one, but it looks like they're going through money logic here. And the fact that we are going to get another Hercule statue from this strongly tells me that this is going to be the money farm stage. The sucky thing, though, is even from Z-Heart, it's just another bronze one. It couldn't at least be a silver or a gold one. Well, got that trash out of the way then. Here we go. Okay, so the first enemy is going to be a fat red blob. Alright then. Don't I look beautiful like this? Look at the way I bloat. Does my red scaliness make you horny? Oh, no, mister, it does not. Is this supposed to be like an early version of Broly that like fucked up? Or is this just like a... It even looks like they gave him like a little crotch. It's really disgusting to look at. I don't think I like this. Look at that, you can kind of see it. It's just like, not only is he super fat, but he's got like a little red dick too. Ugh. I'm gonna kill this and pray I don't have to look at it anymore. Oh good, there's 3 of them. And they're all smiling horrendously at me. Hey, LR Hercule, sweet. I want to see what Hercule's, like, big attack is. I should only need 4 ki to do it. Okay, cool. And if I could slow down the fight in time, I should be able to see it. Alright, let's see what Hercule does here. He's gonna call him Majin Buu, isn't he? I hope B joins the fight too. Nope. Buu and Hercule both combo kick him, and apparently he dies. Alright, that wasn't the best LR animation. They've had a lot better, obviously, but at least it's something. You know what they could have done is they could have had B come in there and have B attack, and then like the enemy smacks B, and then just like in the show, Buu just gets really pissed seeing B get hurt and just freak out and kill him. Looks like there's a new support item card too. I might be able to check that out here. I was gonna say, that was a... Honestly, I expected more for an LR animation. Let's see what we just got. Hold up. Okay, so... Obviously, my Japanese is non-existent, but it's 2 something attack 5,000 and 2. So I can't really give you an honest idea of what that means. It doesn't look to be that great, though. You have nightmares now? Well, congratulations. I have nightmares too. Yikes. It's so weird to me. Like, they look so weird, but they also give them the creepiest smiles too when you fight them. Like, they don't need those kind of smiles. Oh no. You don't need to look like that. There's no reason for that. Attack plus 5,000 for 2 turns along with 2... Okay, so the 2 ki, that's not too bad. They seem to be avoiding completely ever adding in a true blue, like, upgrade to the Tree of Might fruit. Typically when they do, it's like special anniversary candy type things that'll go away after a certain period of time. And how's it going, Calvin? Sorry. I see you there, buddy. Alright, we're gonna speed this back up. I expected more of the Hercule animation, but, you know, what can you do? Oh, that purple one. Look at that face in him. Ugh. What the heck is going on here? So his normal one is he throws a grenade and starts laughing. And then so the enemy comes in and attacks him from behind. And then Boo comes in and like saves the day. For some reason his normal one seems better than his ultimate one. Also thanks for subbing Emo Gaiden and Ostia Gaia. It seems to be Hercules as good as any of the other farmable LRs, so he's good in the sense that, you know, it's worth taking, but he's not like LR Gohan, LR Broly, or Majin Vegeta good. He's just, I'm a freebie card, so I'm as good as you can expect. Well, that got rid of the creepy guys. Let's see who's up on deck here. Also, thanks for subbing, Yellow Z guy. And you get LR Hercule just by awakening him. I have no idea how you actually get him because right now I'm using Chain Injection, which gives me him immediately, but I imagine he's probably not that difficult to get. If it's anything like the LR androids, it's probably just you have to beat a bunch of bosses. I can check here to be sure. But as I was saying, it's not going to be anything too phenomenal. It's just probably like kill some, you know, generic boss guy 5-6 times and go for it. Takes 100 Zenny belts, you can only get 3 a day. Okay, well there you go, that's how you get them. Zenny belts? What the hell are Zenny belts? I've never even heard that term. Is it like a new thing that drops? So apparently we're already fighting Bio Broccoli. We're on stage 3. Obviously this is his Dokkan form, but man, this could be a pretty short story if this is pretty much the game already. Also thanks for subbing, Mr. Dr. Blotty Blob, D-Back 6, and the Legendary Gamer 12. You buy it in the Baba Shop for Zenny. Let's check that out real quick. I'm not 100% sure what the hell that is. Okay, so this is also the mission I just beat. It dropped Android 18 medals, so it looks like story farm number 3 is where you get the 18 medals to awaken her, if you did happen to roll her. I just want to see what these Hercule belts are. I've never even heard of this. This is why I hate clicking on Baba Shop, but this takes forever to get in here. Oh crap, there they are. They're quite literally 1,000,000 Zenny each. Man, that's gonna... So it doesn't look like it's hard to get, but it's just gonna be a grind again, because you're forced to come in here and buy these things, like, daily. One potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. And so, I should have an unawakened Hercule we can test this on. Okay, so this is SSR/UR Hercule. It will take 70 of these. And you can buy 3 a day. If this is not accurate, feel free to tell me. But if this is accurate, at 3 a day, you need 70 of them. This will take a few weeks to get. Mr. Eggs is probably right. To get Hercule, you need to buy the Hercule 3 per day for 34 days for 1,000,000 Zenny. Oh my god. They make you do all this work for like a somewhat subpar LR again, but alright. I guess it is what it is. And the discount multi is probably not worth it. And here's why, real quick, because I'm going to show you why this isn't worth it. One, I'm pretty sure this is just like a rail, so what you're seeing here is not a guaranteed multi-summon. Your only actual choices on this banner are Android 18, she's good, but not like, oh god, you gotta roll for her now. The new Goten is okay. The new Trunks is okay. I had Toast translate these for me earlier. Goten basically, his passive is you have a 50% chance of activating a guard, which means you're going to reduce damage incoming, which isn't that great in the current meta. Trunks is somewhat similar, where they both do an attack plus 80%, but his chance to guard is only on type disadvantage. So if you're getting hit by, let's see, would it be agility or ent? Whichever the two, your guard would activate. It's not that great. The only two you'd actually want out of this are the old school Goten and Trunks, because both these guys finally got a Dokkan, and the Dokkans actually make them pretty strong. Everybody else is like the waifu 18, she's worthless, this 18's worthless, this 18's worthless, this 18's worthless. So this entire banner is just a trap banner. Honestly, there's almost no reason to roll on this. They typically kind of do this kind of thing in between Dokkan banners. They put a subpar banner in there with, like, you know, okay-ish units, but, like, if you really want one of those units, go for it. Oh, okay, shit. If there's LRs in the banner, then, I mean, fuck, go ahead, roll if you want them. But remember, if there's actually LRs in the banner, they're still going to have the 0.0000001% rate, so, I mean, if you're hoping to get really lucky, go for it. And here's also why this isn't good. So, typically the LRs are in those Dokkan Awaken banners where you have all sorts of cards that you can Dokkan Awaken. This one is featuring a bunch of worthless cards besides Goten and Trunks. Like, you have a chance at an LR, sure, but your only chance at something good is just like a Goten or a Trunks. Like, if you want one of those two cards and you're feeling lucky, go for it, but it still doesn't seem worth it rolling for it at all. On the old double SSR banners, I had multiple chances of getting all sorts of things. Tell me more, Trunks. Tell me how much the loading is. Any day now. Okay, then. Today is not that day, apparently. But as I was saying before, the game decided to have a lag spree on me. Like, you kind of have to just follow the logic of what you want. When the double SSR banners come, you had a choice of like 40-50 units you could roll from. This one gives you a chance at maybe 4 or 5 decent cards and an LR chance. Like, this is the worst LR banner you could hope for. Alright, I'm gonna have to kill the VN for a while. It looks like Dokkan's a little popular today, so it's causing it to lag quite a bit. There we go. I mean, preference can come into it as well. I'm not exactly sure if we're still talking about the same thing because people bring up Hercule a lot, but the preference in terms of banners, this isn't a good banner to roll on. It really is not. Like, I've seen almost every banner this game has had since it came out, and typically I have a pretty good idea if a banner is good to roll on or not, and this one just sort of screams at me this isn't the greatest banner to roll on. Alright, so since the chain section went off, all the units will switch back to normal, so we're gonna have to use a normal team for this. Also, who are we talking about in terms of people saying that LR Gohan is not good? Because if... I'm not really following the arguments happening because they're kind of flying by on the screen, but if you think that LR Gohan's not good, you should probably not think that because that is a very illogical choice. Broly is better than Gohan. Oh, okay, so if we're talking about who's better, Broly or Gohan, here's how these two line up. Broly is great at clearing waves. Because of the fact that you have 2 AoEs for LR Broly, you could have Broly go into large, like, groups of fighters and just clear the waves like it's nothing. Gohan excels at killing singular fights, so like if you go into a Dokkan Fest or something, and you... because what Gohan does is he gets an additional key per one he gathers on a passive, including his Int Orbs, so you can have Gohan do his max level key ult almost every turn and take out a singular enemy like it's nothing. Like, they have their own niches. Like, Majin Vegeta is purely the worst of the three by a long shot. Like, Majin Vegeta doesn't really have, like, a place in his heart for anywhere. He's just kind of a fit-in-for-fun card. Broly and Gohan have their very specific niches. They're very good by themselves. You'll have almost no trouble, no matter who you fight with them. But their absolute main use is basically what I just said. Broly's here to clear waves for you. Gohan's there to kill singular enemies for you. It's not like a matter of who's better. It's a matter of what you're actually fighting. Whew. On Global be worth, I'd say wait for the Super Saiyan 4s. I mean, if you really, really want Majin Vegeta on Global, go for it, but your chances are very low of pulling him, and you're going to have a lot more fun with the Super Saiyan 4s because they actually work as a functional team, while Majin Vegeta works as a very niche, dysfunctional LR. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with him, but he's a very odd card. So I guess the next fight's just going to be Broly powered up now. If this is actually the very last thing they do, and the story is only 4 chapters long, I will laugh a little bit. Yeah, Galdrith is right. He is there just to say he basically got Majin Vegeta. It's kind of his only point. Because Broly does everything Majin Vegeta does better, especially for the World Tournament, so Majin Vegeta just doesn't have really a place. He's just sort of like an Altier. Where are the cutscenes? Don't ask me. I didn't make the story. Rawr. So that was Broly's ult, as he just kind of flies at you and smacks you with his hand. And dies immediately. Well, good fight, Broly. Also, thanks for subbing, X-Fusion. Oh, Broly is quite weak. So, if you don't know what Broly does, if you're fighting a singular enemy, he'll lower his own attack by 50%, and his own defense goes up by 100%. So the logic they're going for with Broly is, they want you to use him as like a defensive character against one enemy, but if he's fighting 2 or more enemies, his attack will go up by 100% and his defense will drop instead. The problem is he's just not a good unit. And since we still don't have a tech villain leader, he doesn't have a home anywhere either. He just kind of exists right now. It's sort of like a bubble. I'm gonna make a quick, I'm gonna make a quick int team real fast. There we go. Well, it doesn't matter if he has good links. I mean, if he's got no spot in a team, who cares if he has good links? That's the problem with him. It's like, he's got great links. Cool. Why would you use them, though? So if you go into a Dokkan Fest where the fight is always going to be against one enemy, you've now reduced your damage by 50%. And like I said, right now, there currently is not a tech leader. He's got no home. Look at him, too. He's literally a giant piece of crap. And I'm not saying that ironically. Like, look at him. He is a sludge monster. As Marco said, it's unique, but unique doesn't always mean good. And as of right now, he's kind of just garbage. Also, in terms of what I was talking about earlier, so now Gohan, all they had to do was get like 5 ki, and because of this, Gohan hit his max ult and hit this guy for 3 million, game over. This is what makes him better than Broly in the sense for single target fights. Gohan is amazing because you just clear people out like it's nothing. But if I did that against a team of 6 Cybermen, that means I just killed 1 Cyberman, now I have to kill another 5. When Broly would just clean the whole freaking house and then we'd move on. Alright, so there is another thing after this. Maybe this will be a more difficult fight. Whoa, there's an even bigger version of Bio Broly. I don't remember there being a purple one. Maybe this is one of those unreleased things, sort of like with Hit. This is where the good Bio Broly's been hiding at, in a random freaking fight that we'll never see again past this. In comments so far, unless I'm clicking skip, I don't think there are cutscenes. Okay, so there is a different version of Bio Broly that's unreleased so far. He's a strength one with his hair no longer golden, and he just looks like a bigger version of a mud monster. And I'm not actually using the VPN right now. None of these guys are Rainbow Star. I turned that off a little bit ago because it was causing lag. At least he has a cooler ult. The lightning breath was sweet. Also, thanks for subbing Kool-Aid and Tyler Cragen. And yes, this is an emulator. This is on Nox right now. And that was actually a lot better ult. They should have released this Broly as a summable unit or something. And this is where you get the farmable one. So that dropped just the normal green one, which means it's a 100% chance drop, per usual, the first time you do it. The second time it won't. And that looks like the end at 5. All those Hercule medals apparently took me over the character limit. But yeah, I don't have any rainbow units on right now. When the change section's on, all these dudes will be rainbow. Let's check the mission to see if there's anything worthwhile coming too. Okay, so you can get some Hercule metal, Goten metal, 18 metal. Is this stone for anything? And they're all by beating the Z hard missions multiple times, so... Basically, the deal is, per usual, Bandai wants you to go into the stage, beat it probably 10, 20 times, and if there's 5 stages, so this is probably beat, yeah. Stage 1, 5 times, beat this one however many times, and you'll get a gold Hercule statue, then 2 for Goten medals. That's 3, that's 5. Okay, so it's actually Stage 1 for Hercule medal, beat it 10 times. Stage 2 for Goten medals, beat it 10 times. And then Stage 3 for 18 medals, beat it 10 times. And then possibly the stone, but I think this might be for something else. If not, it's for Stage 5 on Z-Hard, and I'll find out here in a second. And thanks for subbing Sig, Catherine Dubus, Naruto, SP, and Goku games. And also telling me to add you, I'm not going to add anybody. They have no reason to add people in this account right now, so... I'm sorry, but I just don't have a reason to at this moment. Ugh. It's nothing against you, it's just... I don't really have a reason to add anybody at the moment. Alright, so the final stage. This should be the quote-quote hardest one. It all comes down to this. 5 stages and total 10 attempts. So this whole story mode will be done in exactly 10 missions. Wow. Sometimes their laziness is almost impressive to me. So thanks for subbing, King KJ. Man, if Gogeta just one-shot this guy, I'm going to be a little disappointed, but... Found bricks in Minecraft. I don't think I do. And one shot. Boom. There you go. Wow. That was so easy, it wasn't even funny. I mean, they could at least try to add just a teensy little bit of a challenge. Just a bit. So thanks for subbing, Paul Tran. And Bio's so big, Bio is so big and ugly. Broly is so big and ugly because that is the last form you fight of him. Alright, so you also get 1 additional stone for beating him on the last thing. So all in all, if you're actually curious how many stones you get altogether, you will get 11 stones entirely if you don't use any sort of, regen of stamina. Man, 11 stones. That would even get you a single summon, but... or a single multi-summon. Well, just because the story ended so quickly, I'll do 1 multi-summon. We'll see if this is worth a damn or not. I can't wait not to get anything. Or to pull an LR in stream and have everybody lose their mind, and then me not get too happy because I already have them all. Except for Vegeta. Alright. Yamcha, cool. I don't care. What the hell is that? Oh, well. There you go. You'll get a great ape. And a Vegeta. And a Piccolo. And a crappy baby. Yep, this is sort of what I expected out of this. Don't expect anything too fantastic out of this. 7 so far, and the only SSR I got was an off-brand monkey. There's a crappy tracksuit Gohan. You can throw him right into the trash. There's 2 Android 19s in this summon, so far this pretty much confirms my point. Do not pull on this. Gotenks is decent, but yeah, that... Besides the Raditz, that was absolute garbage. So yeah, run far from that banner. Run freaking far. Run as far as you can and never look back. Oh yeah, the contrast in this between FGO is pretty funny, because you get SSRs in this game like it's candy. The problem is they're all worthless. Yeah, I'm just sort of double checking real quick. I think in terms of the story mission, that's all you have to do. So now to get the rest of the medals, you'll have to go back and farm stages 1, 2, and 3. And that's it. The last story mode we had in the game added was... Ah, shit, I'm trying to remember what the hell it was. It was actually somewhat recently, but it wasn't anything fantastic either. Oh, okay, so it was the Goku Jr. event. And before that was the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's release. So in almost 4 to 5 months' time, we've had 3 story mode events, and this one gives you 11 stones in total. I think the only thing I'm missing is the Krillin. For some reason, I didn't get that. Okay, so Krillin drops on the stage before this. And like I said, the first stage, you can have a chance of farming either a silver or bronze medal, silver, bronze, or gold, and then you can farm medals everywhere else. But besides that, that's pretty much it. I guess before I end the stream, I'll have to find something to do, because I expected the story mode not to be over in exactly 20 minutes. I expected it to, like, waste a little bit of my time. Just gonna sell some of this garbage. Off-brand monkey, Frieza confirmed. Also, thanks for subbing, Howard Hall, Team Future, Pothasa Esalatasil, and Sundower. You know what we'll do, actually? I know people like to see boss rush, so we'll turn the change Jackson back on and we'll screw around with the boss Jackson real quick. Okay, so if you're in chat right now, what I want you to do is think of a team you want to see, any team in the game, because basically we have access to every single team in the game. And whatever team you want to see do boss rush, let me go and we'll make it fly. And am I hyped for Dragon Ball Z Fighters? Yes, I am, because that looks incredible. Alright, well, you guys think of a team you want to see. I gotta blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. So here's the problem I'm going to show you with a full LR team. Like, it's not as exciting as you'd think because we don't have a team of full pullable LRs yet. So, like, watch here now. So a team of full LRs, as you guys want, would consist of... Let's see. It'd be kind of weird to set this up, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So to make it work like that, we would need something like Goku's leading, Gohan, Broly, and Majin Vegeta, the 3 ones that people typically want to see. And the new one would be like something like Hercule. And then your last pick is just sort of like up in the air. A full LR team sounds fun, but it's just confusing because they don't actually really link that well with each other. They're just sort of like a big mess of shit all over the place. Run Monotech with LR Hercule. Yeah, I guess we could try something like that. Also, thanks for subbing, everybody. I'm sorry I missed your names. Vulcan Ruler, Steam Flare, GD, King J, and Manuel Esquidobia. Use a team that has LR Gohan with the TR1, the Vegeta, and the TR1 the same for... Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. That's interesting. I never thought about that. Actually, with Gohan, that wouldn't work, and with Vegeta, that wouldn't work. It only works with Broly because they're 2 separate characters. So, like, watch this. If I click on LR Gohan, and we scroll down to TUR Gohan... Oh, he's not strength. But you'll see what I mean in a second here. So all the Gohans that are Super Saiyan 2 are not clickable now, which would also include TUR Gohan, so that actually would not work. So what we'll do is this instead. I'll use all the 100% ones, none of the actual ones I own, because the cards I actually own won't be the rainbow ones. So we'll use a team focused on with the new LR, and lastly... Oh, we'll use Ginyu, why not? Alright, we'll roll with this team. As they could get you for support as well, exactly. And also for you global players, I'll give you sort of an example of the boss rush that'll be coming to you guys. So you guys won't have the newest one, you'll actually have this one right here. All I need is one good find. One good find. Come on, baby. Give me a little luck today. Just a little bit of luck. I could do the droids. Somebody was rocking a Masked Saiyan earlier. There he is. Okay. And no, this is not hacking. Hacker! If I was hacking the game, I would make sure I could keep these units. Don't you worry about that. One thing people don't notice too, and don't seem to realize until I do it, your LRs, when they link together, they have one link called Legendary Power with them, which actually allows them to hit for a lot harder on their ults, so Gohan here is going to hit for a phenomenal amount of damage. Yep, Ace-a-Rooney. I'm trying to think of like a good situation Hercule could be used in, but it's kind of hard to really find that sort of niche at this point. Okay, I'm starting to kind of like the grenade ult a little bit. I just like how Hercule's looking off to the side and some guy dive bombs him, and then Boo's just like, oh shit, save him! Yeah, it's not the biggest boost, but I just like this turn right here. This is the best turn. You get all 3 of the pullable LRs right in there. Oh jeez, this poor Goku. Hey guys, it's me, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, remember? Also, thanks for subbing, Wolf310, The Retro Grainer, Xander 240 Poe, and Cable Right. And Paulza, the Saiyan God of Destruct. That is quite the name, friend. Also, too, when this comes to global, don't expect this to be this easy, by any margin of mean. This is only easy because of the specific things we're using right now. Also, thanks for subbing, Aimer. Why did I call you Aimer? Anime Freak 666. Oh, because I was reading Young Gamer Man's name. Well, there you go, said your name. Also, thanks for subbing, Cool OG subscriber, and Rudy Gaming. Yeah, thanking you for support. That was a good idea. LR Ginyu may not be the best, but remember too, he's got some decent HP and defensive stats, so if you need him to be a blocker, you can have him take the hit from Goku here. Yeah, 517 damage. And that was without a single item used. Isn't LR Hercule's normal super stun? Therefore, oh, I'm sure Hercule's better than the 18 that drops. Like, as a card, I'm sure LR Hercule is pretty decent. The problem is, compared to, like, when you're looking in a bubble of all the amazing cards in the game right now, LR Hercule doesn't exactly have anything that's making him like, I have to have him. So for the next however many days, I'm going to never log off again. And buy these super expensive belts just to have him. It really depends, like, if you mean his 18 super key, it depends on how long the ult goes off. I can't see it here because he just killed Frieza, but on an attack where it doesn't kill Frieza, we'll see how decent that stun chance is. So thanks for subbing, Super Saiyan White, Black Goku, X Gamer 1369, and Juzio. Have I heard of the iOS 11 beta? I have not. Is there a reason I should have heard of this? And Comet's not the only mod on. Trust me. Also, thanks for summon Master Rate. Okay, here's a good chance to test it. If we're lucky, Hercule won't kill this Frieza, but he will do his ultimate, so if he gets his stun off, we'll see how decent that chance is or not. And exotic slushies, I have no idea, but thanks for subbing anyways, buddy. It probably did show up, it's just I couldn't watch the sub meter go at the same time as doing all this for a moment. Nope, still kid him. The crits are too strong. Your birthday luck? Well, thank you. I don't actually need your birthday luck for much, so you can keep it. I already rolled once and got a monkey, so that was my luck. And that monkey will swiftly go into the trash later. And thanks for subbing, Almighty Dickable. Decibel. Diceable Dickable. And Broly got an LR before Vegito and Gogeta because in terms of the global market, Broly is a very popular character. So they released him on global, so that way the global market would buy him up, which they did. That's really annoying. They don't give the LR banner to, not the banner, but the mark to Hercule, because Broly has it, and he should link with him once, but he doesn't. Which means for Hercule, they didn't give him legendary power. That's some bananas. I don't like that. Also, thanks for subbing, Undead 10. In terms of length of how long it's going to take you to get the LR cards, so it looks like the longest one right now that's going to take you of the farmable LR cards. The 3 longest, I think, would go in order of... If Battlefield's here, you can use the easiest. If Battlefield is not here, he is the hardest. In terms of length and longevity, you've got LR Goku, LR Frieza, and this new Hercule. Because no matter what you do, it's going to take you either an extraordinary amount of stones, time, or money to get them. As for the farmable LRs, all 3 of them... I shouldn't say farmable. As for the pullable LRs, all 3 of them are actually very easy to get. The hardest part is pulling them. After you pulled them, getting their medals takes almost no time at all. For Gohan, you needed like 7 medals from Battlefield. For Vegeta, you just needed some crappy medals from the weekly villains thing. And Broly would be the longest, but if you had 92 million Zenny standing by, you could be done with him as well. And yes, it would activate when you get enough for Ki, but the problem is it would still link the 2. As it's not linking them, that means he's missing a link. We'll test it here in a second, actually. Both of these guys should be ulting. Okay, so Broly's ulting, he's ulting, and Ginyu will be ulting. So if the link goes off as it should... Link skill. Okay, so he does have legendary power. And the androids, I believe, are easy. I don't really include them much because all you have to do is just farm the Dokkan events. So if the Dokkan events are available for you, you can have it. Ooh, okay, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Checks there's normal, rare chance to stun this. 18 gives an ally 50 defense up for 3 turns. And he does have, okay. And it did activate there. It just wasn't actually showing in his actual link, so that's whatever. Also, thanks for subbing, Nico Winston, Super Saiyan Goku 14, Star-Lord, Sneaky Fire, Yebro, and Ishia White. And I am keeping up with Dragon Ball Super, yes. Sneaky Fire, ya boy? This could go a little better for me here, but... So far, it's actually doing well enough. We haven't lost almost any HP at all. So here's something that a lot of people actually don't remember. So, remember back in the time, SSR to UR, when you're fighting a card, when you go to UR above SSR, what it does is it increases like your defense against a typical SSR. So no matter what happens, an SSR is always going to hit around medium to low damage on you. Even at type advantage, they'll only hit a medium. LR is a rarity above SSR. So what I'm trying to explain here is the reason these guys are hitting me so low is because none of them are actually able to hit me for maximum damage, because you're basically cheating the game in a sense. You have an LR rarity above all of them, and because of that, since none of these enemies have an LR rarity, they're all stuck at UR, it's allowing you to hit for... I'm sorry, not them to hit... words. It's allowing them to only hit you for around medium damage rather than max damage. So no matter what happens, no matter what you're hit by, even if it was type disadvantage, the max they're going to do is about medium damage to you. I can show you sort of an example as we go here. It's hard to because right now he's physical, and I don't have a strength or an int person on this team. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. I might be able to show you as we're going here. So he's going to attack me with his ult. He's throwing it at me. And notice it only hit him for medium damage. Since this is a boss, typically that would have hit for an arrow up damage, but it keeps hitting only for medium, and that's strictly because you have a rarity above them. The same thing's going to happen here for Mass Saiyan. Yep, he only hit a medium damage. Instead, that arrow should have been up. But now it's just medium, medium, medium. I know it's a little weird when I say that because you may not 100% know what I'm talking about, but if you notice there's an arrow next to the damage every time, when I'm saying medium damage, if the arrow is pointing to the right or the left and it's just yellow color, that means they're hitting for neutral damage on you. Like right there, I just hit for neutral damage on black. It's gonna happen again now. Unless it's a crit. If you crit, you always hit for up damage. So you see that arrow, how it's pointing straight up like that? I kinda wish they would give me some better test subjects so I could show you exactly what I mean. Because it's a forgotten mechanic that hasn't been used in so long because all there are in this game is SSRs and URs now. Like, SRs don't mean anything. So everyone forgot about, like, the rarity spikes because nobody uses SSRs or SSRs blank anymore, or like an awakened one. Everybody just uses SSRs and URs now. Oh, Vegeta, come on, dude. I wanted to see him actually do his, like, blow up all the Cybermen, or the Cell Juniors. And also, thanks for subbing Goku Black, Yashiwashi, Jermaine Pierce, and Nerdification NT. Yeah, basically what Jope said, and I know it's a little odd because when you're watching the screen, if you don't know what's happening, it makes no sense. But it was just a long forgotten mechanic is rarity alone gives them just an advantage outright. It's the weirdest thing, and I don't know many games that do this, but because their rarity's LR now, they just automatically do all this extra damage for no freaking reason. So if you're using a team full of LRs, you're basically cheating the game. Yeah, one of these times we'll be able to see Vegeta actually get his Mega ult off, and this is also the main reason I hate LR Majin Vegeta, because getting his Mega ult off is next to impossible. And with Broly, all you have to do is get his normal ult off to see it. Also, he just got a stun off, so that's the first stun that we've seen Hercule do, and he just murdered Cell. We just went back in time and we redid the Cell games, and Hercule just won. Also, thanks for subbing Kustatastia 208,000 Tyub, and Shadow Kraken. You guys come up with some of the craziest names, I swear. And you know, you do not need to pull him 100 times to get him. You have to go to the Baba shop and go to where you spend Zenny, and there'll be some Hercule belts there, and you can buy them from there. Oh my god, if they made you pull SR Hercule 100 times to awaken him, holy crap. The biggest dick move I've ever seen anyone ever do. And yeah, don't risk your account with any modded APKs or anything like that. Especially right now with basically Bandai cracking down on these like absolute monsters. You're just risking your account getting banned for no reason. It's best not to even worry about it. I can do this because I have so many accounts, I don't really care anymore, because as my main account got banned a while ago, so typically most of the accounts I'm using are just sort of like, if they get banned, they get banned, it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, but don't risk your account. Also, thanks for subbing, Boomden, Demo2134, Joshua Rosario, Falcons Mobile 2K15, and Goku God. I feel like I've seen Goku God like 3 times. And as for the Fate series, what order to watch in? I'm sorry, I'm not the one to ask on that. I don't even know what order you watch the Fate series in. The whole Fate community has basically kind of helped me along the way in that sense, so it's best to ask them because I don't even know. If you made a new account and use APK mods, yeah, that could work if you don't care about the account. Man, poor Vegeta's just getting the crap thrashed out of him. Jeez. And Bandai has been banning mod accounts for almost about 2 months now. It isn't strictly duped accounts anymore, because Global just got a mega ban, and half the accounts in Global that were banned were modded accounts. I think they banned almost like 250,000 accounts. Like, it was pretty insane. And you can download this Dokkan battle, the Japan one, just through QApp. And Bandai can only ban... Okay, so what Jope's saying is, if one of your account happens to get banned by Bandai, if you have any accounts on that phone or device at that time, all the accounts will receive a ban. So if you're using an emulator like I'm using, and you're worried about an account being banned, they have a button here on the side. Here, I'll show you here. Also, if I become a robot, just let me know. But what this is called here is a multi-instance manager. So what it does is it creates a new emulator each time. So I put different accounts on different emulators. So I'd have them all listed here. So if one account gets banned on a Nox emulator, the rest won't be banned because each one works as an individual phone. Also, I should not have had Hercule probably eat the blast from 2 Int Vegetas here. This may hurt a bit. And as I said, the best way to not get banned is just to play the game legitly. And if you're confused, I apologize. Like, in the easiest terms I can say is, if they ban your account, they ban it through your phone. So if you had a phone with 4 Dokkan accounts on it, all accounts on that phone would be banned. But when you're using an emulator like I'm doing, what I was explaining is, each individual emulator is like its own phone. So if an account got banned on emulator 1, it wouldn't get banned on emulator 2. But if I had 2 accounts in emulator 1, they would all be banned. If that helps make it a little bit clearer. Also, thanks for subbing. Oh my god, man. I can't even keep up with these. Z-Fighter this, Peyton Davis, Goku5, Butter, The Demon Craft, and Jared Scott. And if I didn't say your name, just let me know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to explain something, play something, and read names. And as for getting an emulator, they're easy. There's like a million of them. Just search up something like Nox, search up something like Mimu, just search up like Android emulator in general, and you can find hundreds of thousands of them. And I did not make the layout you're seeing on my screen. I did not make this. One of my subscribers made this for me. And thanks for subbing, Arenos Carlan. Nox app player, Mimu, Droid 4X. Yeah, what Galdra said is pretty accurate in terms of like one. I was gonna say thank you for actually saying that, Joe. If you're gonna look for an emulator to play this game on, do not use BlueStacks for whatever reason. Just stay away from it. It is like the worst emulator there is, and it's just a walking piece of garbage. Save yourself the hassle and just don't. And also, thanks for subbing OpC. I'm sorry your name didn't show up, buddy. And the reason there's so many for Android and not for iOS is because it's the same reason there's so many like things for Windows and not for Apple, because they're all using different OS software. So while most things for Android actually work pretty well for Windows type systems, most things for iOS do not work still for Windows type systems. So the problem is people can't create APKs for a whole different coding system. So when it comes to iOS, there's so little of it because nobody wants to take the time to make it. Ah yes, Broly versus Broly. It's time for a clean sweep. I don't know who the next Tech Extreme God is going to be, but I'm thankful as fuck it wasn't Bio Broly. Oh my god, that would suck ass. So this is something I've been wanting to test too. So as I was talking about the rarity system earlier, we're going to see if Hercule's rarity allows him to overcome Broly's banner just because he's a higher rarity. It may not, but this is something I've been wanting to test for a while. Alright, so I'll have Legendary Power come off. It may go through Strength Broly, but not Physical Broly. I'm going to see here. Nope. So it still needs some damage reduction and or a crit. I'm trying to think of all the people I'm using right now. Maybe my LRs have reduced damage greatly. Oh, there you go. Doesn't matter when you land the crit. As for JP and Global banning each other, that I do not know. That's something I'm not really paying too much attention to. It's just sort of like a test you'd have to kind of try yourself on. Alright, let's have Vegeta actually get his ult off. I haven't seen him do it once yet. Let's push him up there. Come on. There it is. Blow yourself up for the greater good! 161 damage. Wow, you did it, Vegeta! Just like in the show, you blew yourself up it was worthless and nothing happened. Wow. Additional attack, additional attack, additional attack. Looks like Broly doesn't have to give a fuck about that, though. Also, thanks for subbing Juan Ismos Ezeledando, Joshua Coronando, and Abulaze Alcarrera. You guys got some crazy names. Alright, you animals. Get that crit off. So disregarding what I was saying about rarity before, now you're going to see something interesting. So, Gohan... I think there's only 3, no 4. This LR Gohan you're seeing, Vegeta's ultimate ult, Broly's ultimate ult, and I think actually Hercule as well are the only ones who have this, but they have an SA modifier called Mega Colossal. Mega Colossal is the highest modifier in the entire game. So, because of this, it should bypass Broly's defenses regardless. So what Genyu's going to do right now is, he's not going to bypass it because he's only doing colossal damage and or extreme slash, you know, supreme whatever. Unless he crits. Well, now I can't show you because it doesn't matter, so he's dead. But the point being is Mega Colossal is a modifier that's so high in the game that even an enemy's defense can't block it. So thanks for subbing Akuma, Red Minion, and Red Hawk Gatling. Get weaker than Supreme and Immense? No. Absolutely not. There's only 4 ults I said in the game, and only 4 of them have Mega Colossal. They are above and beyond Supreme and Immense. Mega Colossal cannot be blocked by any damage modifiers as of yet. Like that Broly there, like I was going to show you, I was going to go through his defense regardless, but we crit, so again, you happen to kill him anyways. Is this watching me play the game? I'd imagine so. I'm not sure what else I would be doing right now. And also, thanks for subbing Game Observer. And like I was saying, the only 4 attacks I believe that have Mega Colossal are LR Gohan's final attack, so if you switch through and have his go to his 18 key, he'll do Mega Colossal. Broly has Mega Colossal. Majin Vegeta's 18 key has Mega Colossal, and oddly enough, I do believe the new LR Hercule has Mega Colossal. I don't know why, but yes he does. So thanks for subbing Brendan the Movie Maker, Demetrius Ribbert, and Ash Games. It's got some good music. I wouldn't say it's the best of any mobile game, but it's got some good music. We should be able to actually see if it actually does Mega Colossal or not in this Gotenks. Oh my god, Broly, Jesus, dude. He really wants Gotenks to die. Ult, additional attack, ult, additional attack, ult, additional attack. Yeah, Broly is a very broken character. And also, you just got stunned from Hercule's LR attack, so hell yeah. There's a pretty good use for Hercule right there. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Thanks for subbing, Isaac. Is that this? And thanks for following Boogie Time 28, C Krabby, what in the world? Dusky Nuggets, and King Drip BK. You know the funniest thing is, Gotenks is supposed to have massive defense right now. In fact, he might be dead before he even, like, defuses. There we go. Who's my favorite movie villain? Probably Janemba. I thought Janemba was pretty cool. Oh, I see plenty of LR Broly's. Like, they, I wouldn't say it's more of a thing where you have to have LR Broly to see more LR Broly's. It's more of a, your rank needs to be very high. When your rank's like 300 plus, that's all you'll see is LR characters as leads. Once you hit like ranks 400 and 500 too, if you get there, all you'll see is LR cards. Oh, and if you could tell if they're stunned or not, so up there where Buhan's picture's at, you can see his little int card, his little int indicator. If he was stunned, he would have this little marker on him that looks like a yellow blast. If it happens again, I'll point it out to you. That way you know he's stunned or not. Because when I first started playing this game, I didn't understand how to know either. It took me a while to kind of get the whole spiel down. Oh my goodness. Thanks for subbing Johakam Home, Dark Reaper 04, Ashley True Jillas 055502, and Justin Franz. You didn't accept your friend request? I'm sorry. Well, the thing about LR Frieza is, they really shouldn't be using LR Frieza as a friend lead anyways. Thanks for subbing, Raps Nova. And Vegeta Primate. Vegeta Primate, I like that name. Okay, so with any luck here, we could see the stun go off. I can kind of show you sort of what to look out for. Survey says no Stunneroonie, because you can see on his icon right now, he's got attack and defense down. You'd see like a little yellow orb there. That would mean he got stunned. Whew, thanks for subbing Black Smoke. What does that say? Black Smoke Op 2 and Isaac Wani? Alrighty. How's it going, John Nava? If you've never fought Buhan before, he's one of the only fights in the game where he actually starts in his strongest form first and slowly devolves into his weakest forms. So it takes a little bit longer because right now he's at his absolute prime rather than working towards his absolute prime. And that is correct. Vegeta's 18 Super is Mega Colossal. And SA10, Vegeta Blue or Goku Black. Vegeta Blue would do more damage overall just because he has the prime power to do additional attack after additional attack after additional attack and then counter, 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 counter. Rose, though, linked up with like something like Merge Zamasu and himself, Rose would do massive damage. It's just all in one. Vegeta Blue could just do multitudes of damage because he could just keep attacking you. So thanks for subbing, Banana Bros. And I can understand why Positive is saying that. I mean, Bandai did ban an absolute absurd amount of people. Like, it was shocking to me the amount of people they banned. Like, they went a little too trigger-happy on that. Like, typically, the smart move would be about that. Would be like, oh, we banned a couple of, like, you know, hardcore assholes, or we warned a bunch of people. But they went off and banned about 250,000 people. So, that was a bit much. Also, for those asking what this is Boss Rush 4. So this is what Global should be expecting to get probably in a couple weeks. Okay, so what I just did with Broly here, his Mega Colossal, or his 18-key ult, instead of doing an AoE attack, he's now going to do a single target attack. So he's going to hit this Senshin run for a crapload of damage. And now his additional attack will be an AoE again. So you can time it so you can either have one big attack and one AoE, or two AoE attacks. Unlike Gohan, on the other hand, whose all of his attacks are single target. It's just his additional attack will just do, you know, that much more damage. And I shouldn't say additional attack, his Mega Colossal attack will do that much more damage, because we're maxed out right now, and we're about to Dokkan this dude. So if Omega Shenron's your favorite character, say goodbye, because Omega Shenron's literally about to be blown off the face of the earth.
In God's name we pray, Omega Shenron, I love thee.
Like, seriously, any last words for this guy would be appropriate, because this dude is about to be blown into the moon. Rip, no crit. Dang it. Well, typically he'd be blown into the moon. It's just when the guy forgets the crit, it's not as fun. And then Ginyu goes and crits him for like 300k. Thank you, Ginyu. Man, if this was all agility, we could actually see Vegeta's big attack. I can never see it, though. And the reason these characters right now, okay, so the Majin Vegeta I'm using right now, the LR Hercule I'm using, and I think that's pretty much it. Those are through change ejection. It's an idea that's basically, it's allowing me to use them to test them. The only cards I have legitimately on this account are LR Broly and Gohan at the moment. You know, the bright side, though, I'm not sure if you guys saw what happened. Even though LR Gohan didn't kill that Omega Shenron, so when you do a Dokkan attack, you heal a portion of the damage you do, and it full healed us. So rather than even have to worry about using a Senzu Bean, we're back at full now. Because he did so much freaking damage, it just basically brought us right back to full again. And what you get from Boss Rush is, it's a one-time reward each time. So you get, I think, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 stones, something like that. Depending on each difficulty. I'm probably off on the exact amount, but it's just a one-time reward. Also, thanks for subbing, Vlad Gaming, Alex Terrell, Son Goku. There's a lot of Son Gokus. And Marwin Salmon. And Broly does Dokkan into TUR, yes. It's just not a good one. And thanks for subbing. Ooh, and that went fast. I couldn't even keep up with that one. I'm sorry, T. Rotsfus, whatever your name was. It disappeared. Frenzy, Soulfrost, Zeroff, and Yahir Velasquez. Now this is when the music gets good. It's typically Gogeta himself, all of the mainstay villains like Rose and Vegito, they all get the sweetest songs. But the funniest thing is, you know who got the best song out of everybody in this entire game? Oddly enough, it was Arail. Arail was given the best song in the whole game. The TUR is what, okay, it's called a Transcended Ultra Rare. So, when you awaken a card from an SSR to a UR, he becomes an Ultra Rare. Typically, if a Dokkan card is available, I'm not sure the word you want to call it. So, like, if their art changes, that typically means a Dokkan has happened. So they become a Transcended Ultra Rare. So rather than just awakening it, you're awakening it further. You're adding a Dokkan to it, and that's what makes it a TUR. And also, thanks for subbing Goldcrafter, Carlos Lopez, Iron Gamer, and Monster Gaming 7333. If I had known some people were subbing at this time, I would have tried to do this a little different so I can answer questions a little easier. The best way, and the sort of reason I mentioned it, the best way to know if somebody has a Dokkan or not is if their art changes, because once their art changes, that means they've gone through a Dokkan, which means they're a TUR. If their art doesn't change, typically that means they don't have a Dokkan. So thanks for subbing, Illista J, Bryce JJ Fish, The Salty Guy, and John Zier Hall Zale Hale. And yes, the Arail song is lit. It is the... I love that song to death. Hunter x Hunter Battle All-Stars. I used to love that game to death. And thanks for subbing, Illish J and XX Sun Der Vortex XX. Some people in the Dokkan Discord yesterday were asking me like how many fights you have to go through for the boss fest. This is it, basically. This is what you have to go through. Not only do you have to go through all the bosses themselves, you have to go through their entire cycle. So, like Vegito here, we have to fight him 3 times, and there's still 3 fights to go after this, and you have to fight all their phases and everything. Alright, this is typically too when the fights actually sort of ramp up a bit because they're more modern times, so the enemies actually start doing a bit more damage to you rather than just you blowing through them like nothing. And thanks for subbing, Kenny Stone. Well, in Omega... I guess you can include Omega. See, the deal is with Omega, they put the fights in front of him. So technically those other dragons weren't actually a part of his fight, they were just sort of blocking Omega, but I guess why I could see why you would include them. And obviously, most people in Global should know who this fight is, because now you're up to merge Zamasu. My opinion on Global is they're doing an amazing job of catching, or not really catching up to Japan, but doing a better job of Japan up until they banned almost 4 times as many people as Japan. And then Global kind of like killed itself a bit again. But they were doing a pretty good job up until that happened. And thanks for subbing, Tina Mill and Jason Vasquez? Visquez? Visquez. My name is Jason Visquez. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I love how all of Merge Zamazu's attacks are always like the same thing, where he like gets up behind you, looks all holy and radiant, and then just starts hitting you with lightning and zap shit. And then when he goes all, you know, goopy and half, you know, or like half of his face becomes like a tar monster, then he just starts punching the crap out of you. Ooh, baby, and thanks for subbing, Anthony Choice, KX, 143, and Zinks. I don't know how many people were banned on Global. Sort of, it was, okay, it was a two-pronged thing. It was basically, how do I explain this? So we were keeping data in a sense of how many people were using, like, you know, illegitimate accounts and duped accounts, and like who had like accounts that were less illegitimate than others. And we started like taking tests on who actually got banned for duping, who got banned for using mods, who got banned for just doing like something like as simple as using an emulator. And for whatever reason, so far I don't think they've actually banned anybody for just simply using an emulator, thank you. But modding, duping, and any sort of like no-no thing is just pretty much getting cracked down on super hard. So the duping bans I did understand, because duping allows you to essentially have infinite cards in the game. Modding, that one less so, because, I mean, sometimes people don't want to farm LR Goku 4,000 times throughout the day. I don't really blame them for that one. Holy shit! Well, LR Vegeta did not like him. And gone. Good God. And this is the last fight of the current one. You'll have to fight Trunks 5 times, and if you get through this, you'll get 30 stones for beating this in your first try. Or not, I shouldn't say in your first try. Like, you're allowed to lose. It's just when you beat this for the first time, you get 30 stones. Oh yeah, I'm not saying everybody who had mod accounts got banned. Like, this account's been modded on before and hasn't been banned. It's being modded right now, in fact, if you want to think about it that way, so. It's just, when they went through their banning, like, I guess, there's certain triggers they look for, and a lot of people got hit on them on Global, just far more probably that needed to be hit than allowed for. Also, the Rail song I was talking about before, this is the song playing right now. This is probably the most lit song in the entire game. I always feel bad when I kill the boss because the song goes away. And how's it going, Bent Dreams? Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner is lit. It's way better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku's banner. Before I kill this Trunks, let me think back to what that was. So the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner had himself, Trunks, and there was some other buddy, but I would say the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner was slightly better, because there was a third card in it that made it a little bit more decent, while Goku's banner has himself, Pan, and I think Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. If you manage to get Kid Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you're set for life, because those two link so perfectly together, it's unbelievable. They share almost like 6 links. It's insanity. And Bio Broly is not worth it at all, no. Just do the event for the stones and then call it good. I mean, if you want to wake obviously if you want to wake Android 18 or somebody else, go for it then, but Bio Broly himself is just, no. That card is literal walking garbage. Thanks for subbing, Zinks and the Jobless Pro. Will Super Saiyan 4 banner ever come back? It's been back numerous times. In fact, it hasn't been to Global once yet, but for JP, we just had, like, multiple Super Saiyan 4 banners where the Super Saiyan 4s were pullable in it. Alright, Hercule. We're in the future now. It's up to you to save the future. Protect them. Protect their smiles. Protect us all. Save us all, champion! That's exactly like, it's so funny, like, Bio Broly, literally, his character model is walking sewage, which is exactly what he is. Jason Kill 533 and Xenoskies Gaming. I thought that guy's name was going to be the Jason Killer, so apparently he just kills anybody named Jason. And this is the last fight. You kill this, you can go home happy. I won't worry about the boss rush after this because Global won't see the following boss rush for probably like half a year. So for now, just focus on getting this one beaten. Gohan. Just as you did now. Kill Trunks and save the future? I don't think Trunks wanted this in his timeline. Sorry, buddy. I know it's confusing, but now Gohan killed you. 2.9 mil crit. Cool, cool. And he is out. There you go. Full LR team. I think we used like, what, 1 Sensu Bean on this? What did I even use for items? Okay, so I used 2 Sensu Beans, and I used one launch for Ki for whatever reason, and 1 Baba. Like, that was pretty smooth sailing. I don't think there was almost at any point in there I was at any sort of mortal danger at any time. Also, thanks for subbing RF Caesar and Daryl Brackley. Bracely. Do a challenge we can only use Bio Broly? What a challenge indeed. What's even out today? Ooh, Janemba's here. Alright, before I end the stream, this is always fun to me. So, we used a full LR team. For the last fight, we'll do one more team, whatever team you want, any team in the game. We have access to every single card in the game, so think of something you want to see fight Janemba and we'll do that. I may do it twice because we have some extra stamina, but go ahead. Think of whatever card you want or whatever team and then just say it in chat and then we'll make the team happen. Also, thanks for subbing Daryl Bracey, Dutch Milhan.h, and Jeff Jefferson, and Natniel Samson and Linus Swedberg. It's okay, Bent Dreams. You still pop up in chat, so technically you're still here with everybody. All Diva Team, Obacha-chan, Hercule, all nukers. Agile Great Saiyamans. If only I could use all Agile Great Saiyamans. We just used all LR, so technically we can't do that one. Mass Saiyan Lee with a bunch of crappy gimmick cards. I guess we could do that. Alright, so let me find another Mass Saiyan to use. Alright, we found one to use. We're gonna kill the current LRs. We'll pop in a Mass Saiyan lead, so crappy gimmick cards. Alright, so there's a Mud Monster, man. We'll throw in Bio Broly. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? We'll throw in the Tech Cell, because Bio Broly's in here. Give him a little bit of help. What are some other shitty gimmick cards? Here's Android 13. Why not? Come along, friend. Xenoverse characters. There aren't too many of those, sadly. And a lot of them still, they need awakenings, unfortunately, before they're ever of use again. Trying to think of some other decent gimmick cards. Going with Piccolo clothes. Oh, that's a good one. I'm not sure if I have enough cards, though, to actually have the change section go that far down here. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to make more spaces later to make that happen. To have change section give you access to all characters, you kind of have to have, I think, about 400 characters available. Tech Boot could be a decent one. Ooh, a rail. I like a rail. Yeah, we could do a rail. Comma rail. I'm thinking of the last good one. Next time I'll do this, I'll have some more cards available for us to play around with. Because I only meant to do the Bio Broly event and just kind of call it good. Yeah, we'll do Yamcha. This is the best team there is in the game, obviously. Gonna change this up just a tad. This is gonna probably hurt a lot. So before I get blown away. Alright. Just for joke's sake, and I said we'd do like a stupid team, so I just basically saw someone in chat say their name and threw them in. And we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, which it probably won't, we'll use a better team after this. But let's watch just to see how badly this team gets thrashed. Also, thanks for subbing for Top 25. Willie Santiago, Terence Kakotsu, and Mr. Kamikaze! Alright, you fat blub. I've got a bad feeling about this too, but it's okay. We're gonna make this work. Boots and pants and boots and pants. Come on, Yamcha, get him! 29k, oh yeah! And thanks for subbing, King Adam. Hey, we got the first one dead. So, this Imperfect Cell should actually have a better animation than all the cells so far. So, hold up a second. I'm going to see if this is accurate, because they gave Tian, like, a very involved SA attack, which should have happened with Imperfect Cell as well. So, we notice how Super 13 here is going to do, like, a generic, I shot you with the ball thing. It's like, cool. Bang. But Cell should do something interesting after he's done additional attacking. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Never mind, he dodged it. Well, I was expecting something cool. Instead, all I got was just a shitty fucking beam. Baku? Alright, it's Mud Monster's turn. Yeah, I was gonna say, And he just dodged it. I'm the best brawler in the game. Here's why the fans love me. Watch my mud attack. Blah, 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 blah. Literally, his super attack was he ran up to the guy, touched him, and shot a beam at him. That's the best bio Broly could do for me. Yeah, I'm just like, I got this, guys. Don't worry. I'll hit him like, what? Nope, dodged. Oh yeah, I turned the speed to 1 for just for Unperfect Cell. I wanted to see what he actually did. There's no way in hell there's going to be a speed 1. This shit takes way too long. So thanks for summon Adrian Alex Skanskodas twice, the Super Saiyan Bestest, and Kevin Sotilio. Dead. Yeah, Bio Brawl is such a trash card. Oh my god, it hurts me. And this is probably where we're gonna dodge, so. I hope we enjoyed our thrown together from scratch random tech team. But unfortunately, this is gonna be Jaja. And this is Semi-Perfect Cell. I just call him Imperfect Cell because this version of Cell is the worst Cell they had in the show. Like, in his inception, he absorbs 17 and becomes Semi-Perfect Cell. After this happens, the following events occur. So, Tien immediately shows up and beats the shit out of him. Then Cell tries to find Android 18 through a bunch of islands, can't find her, and gets beaten by a bunch of islands. So Semi-Perfect Cell has now been beaten by 2 things. Then Trunks shows up, and Vegeta, and Trunks and Vegeta take turns beating the shit out of Semi-Perfect Cell. So, in the grand scheme of things, Semi-Perfect Cell, in his entire existence, got beat up by 4 separate characters and did nothing until he absorbed 18 and became Perfect Cell. Alright, so then we'll use an actual better team this time. We're going to use an OG villains team because last time it was kind of funny watching the villains beat on this guy, so we'll do it again this time. Alright, so we're going to start with a little Rose, a little Zamasu, add in just a dash of Janemba, a little bit of full-powered Cooler, just a spice, just the littlest tiny bit spice of, let's see, which villain sounds nice? There we go, a little bit of Super 17. And I want to do Kid Buu, I do, but he's got no key links at all. It's just, it hurts me to use him. But you know what? We'll go all Neo leads, except for Rose and Zamasu. Now. Okay, maybe not now. Somebody in here is an Altier. We have to figure out which one's the Altier. It's probably Rose, thinking about it. Alright, who's causing me to break? There it is. So it was the Strength Janemba. Alright, we'll try this again. We'll throw in Super 17. We'll throw in Janemba. Nobody likes Janemba apparently, so he can't come. He was kicked out of the playground for not getting along with others. Hey, nice! Thanks for following Joseph Guerrera123. And thanks for subbing RX Pal, Daniel Jr., Kohei Nunhaha, and Anderson, what in the hell? Contreras? Alright, so instead of Janemba, we will take... I'm gonna throw in just a random villain. Somebody who doesn't get any love ever. Mud Monster, come along again. Show us your true strength. Where's Obelisk the Tormentor? He's coming soon. He's just on vacation right now. And I did this by using Change Reaction, which turns a bunch of... So what basically happens is I have on this account a bunch of friend summons, which just summon in, like, you know, like Cybermen, Cell Juniors, whatever the hell you want to call them. And then by turning on Change Reaction, it then turns them into, like, the Rainbow 100% cards. So if you want to play around with, like, max level cards, it allows me to do this. I want to take a Strength Nimbus, so I'm taking this one with me. Alright, baby. Let's do this. From the depths comes the villains. And Bio Broly, the favorite.
Am I cool, guys? Could I hang out with you all? You're some of the best villains of the whole show. Am I accepted here?
See, the reason this goes under Bandai's radar is because it's exactly what I just said. The cards I actually have are just a bunch of weak cards. What this is server side to me. So to Bandai, all they're seeing is a bunch of low-level cards, but on me, it's max-level cards. AKA, it's not really possible to fix. And thank you for subbing XX Parasite, Tonya Johnson, and Scorpion King 249. Exactly. Alright, now let's make it happen. Who immediately eats a 50,000 damage. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, for all you global players, I've been saying this for a while. I want to know why Rose and Zamasu are so great together. So now watch. We have Mud Monster in between the two, but watch what happens when I link them. Boom. Oh look, suddenly they're butt buddies. They just gained 1,000,000 attack all across the board. Just some of the opposite nonsense, these two, I swear to God. No, I want him to ult. Alright, and just for now, real quick, I'm going to turn off the YouTube event so I can actually hear the game. If you're subbing, thank you, but just for a little bit, I actually want to hear the game rather than that for a little bit. If you're still subbing, your name will still pop up there. It just won't do the whole little dance. Ooh, there we go. Alright, let's build up Super 17 a little bit, have him absorb some of those hits, get him a little bit stronger. He's not in any show. All he is a movie character. Broly in general is just a movie character. Up until most recently with the female Broly that they've released, Broly's been pretty much uncanon since forever. Thanks for subbing, The Ultimate Gamer, Onyx, Rexp, BXX, and H2O Brandon Granberry. Wow. H2O Brandon Granberry. Alright. Cooler, I need you to beat the crap out of this guy for me. I know you want to get dodged, but when you think about getting dodged, do it, then don't. Dodge number 1. Dodge number 2. Dodge number 3 on my end. But will he dodge Cooler? Yep. But the Mud Monster won't be dodged. I thought the newest episode of Dragon Ball Super was absolutely insane. The very end was so cool. That was one of the best transformations I've seen in the show in quite some time. It was so over the top for absolutely no reason, and it was hilarious to watch. Also, thanks for subbing, Easy Titan, Mortal Dragon Master, the one to beat, and Sebastian Martin. Janemba versus Janemba in the final showdown. Who's got the bigger sword? Apparently mine does. And a dodge. You're gonna watch Super for free? I believe you can go to kissanime.com. Dodging asshole, I'm sick of this! To the ground! I don't expect to be in this fight very long. Depending on if he, you know, dodges or not. How long do you expect to be here? Until I die. We got him this time. Yep, there he goes. Got him! Looks like he should have dodged a little harder. Wait, YouTuber. I've never actually been called just straight YouTuber before. That's kind of weird. But yes, I can say your name, Kevin. Kevin said that it deal. Alright. You guys want to see the ultimate dodge fight? Watch what's about to happen here. This is just stupid. So my Strength Janemba is going to attack his Strength Janemba. He's going to attack me close to 4 times. We both have the same dodge chance. Who's going to actually hit someone? First, I'll go. Do I hit? So I landed mine. Now he's going to try to attack me. Does he hit? He hit his as well. Apparently our Janembas forgot how to dodge, but dodge 1. Wow, impressive. Both of those Janembas, out of all of that stuff, only dodged each other 1 time. Oh shit, I didn't watch my HP. Apparently we're dead. Okay. Anyways. That was fun. The whole point of this, you know, at the start was just to show off the Bio Broly event. So, with the Bio Broly event, one last thing before I go, I'll just let you know how it all breaks down. In total, you will get 11 Dragon Stones. You get 1 for each completion of the stage, and you get 1 for beating the final mission. If you need medals to awaken your Android 18, and/or your Gotens and Trunks, you will have to farm the 2nd and 3rd stage about 10 or so additional times to get bonus mission rewards for those. Outside of that, if you want to farm Bio Broly himself, he drops on the final stage at about a decent-ish chance, but honestly I recommend just skipping him. He's not that great of a card. But outside of that, I hope we all had some fun. It's always fun just throwing together random teams for no reason and screwing around. But until then, and until next time, I will see you all later. Take it easy all now.